We're in the greenhouse. Now, I was out here the other day and did a video and I didn't push or pushed the wrong thing, but the video didn't turn out. And I have my tomatoes started. So, all my pots are over here and I'm going to show you. And I have planted some. I bought one package of brandy wine, and that's the ones I planted last year, and I was so happy with them. And I also planted one whole area of seeds I saved myself from the brandy wine. And I'm going to show you over here, I planted some Roma tomatoes and also some beefsteak. So I will be showing you that. And they're in these little pots. So there's 3 to 4 seeds in each one. And I plant them low because what happens is when they start to grow and they're maybe just this, a few inches big, I push them down, I add a little soil around them. They get more roots that way, and I keep pushing them down and I keep adding soil, and as they grow, I have soil almost at the top and the roots are way down, so when I go to put them in the garden, I have lots of roots. So being as the tomatoes are done, over on this side I have other pots that need done, and what I do is I have 3 envelopes, and they're old mailing envelopes. We reuse. So parcels were sent in them. So one's labeled plant March 1st. I was a few days late. And one's labeled April 1st. And one's labeled it's going to go right in the garden. So I did the March 1st one. And I like to be organized, so the beefsteak and the brandy wine that I keep them in little, when we're eating our tomatoes, I pick the seeds out of the best tomatoes, and I put them on a paper towel, and I dry them. And then I scrape them off when they're dry, and I put them on another paper towel. I roll them up, date them, and say they're my own and what they are. So then they go in an envelope until planting time. So that's what I did the other day with a video that didn't turn out. So today, I have a bunch of other things that I like to plant early. Oh, sweet peppers. Now these are seeds I saved, and then I also have a bunch of new things I bought. So some of these things I like to plant early, like the tomatoes, because they take a little longer to grow. And I usually plant out on the May long weekend, sometime around the May long weekend. So there's that. And I had a little piece of, my tweezers. I had my tweezers, but I lose things easily. So I'm going to show you exactly what's going on, and then we're going to plant some. So let me just do this first, and then we'll get reset up again. Okay, so, because I do want to show you what's going on in here. So this is the lemon tree that last year, because we had the heat dome and the smoke from fires everywhere, and it lost all its leaves. Now some of the leaves are just, pretty beautiful, and some are still a little yellow. So I'm feeding black tea, and I also have some special high nitrogen fertilizer for citrus. And it is perking them up, and as you can see, they have blossoms. So they self-pollinate. Yay! Because look at the orange tree. The orange tree is loaded. It is just loaded. But guess what? It's not self-pollinating. So you're talking about a little brush or a Q-tip from flower to flower. So probably as soon as they open, I'll be doing that, and I see some pollen on them because it's too early for anything to pollinate them in the greenhouse. So I did read you can shake the branches, so probably what I'll do is pollinate it myself, and then when I'm tired of all that, I'll shake the branches. And down here, the amaryllis during the winter got probably watered once every 3 weeks, just their dribble, not much. But come spring, when it's warming like it is now, I start watering them regularly, and I see little leaves starting to come. So the amaryllis are just left in their pot, and that's what happens to them. And it is, believe it or not, you probably won't, the temperature in here is about 90. Outside it's about 40. It's just all the sun shining on the 3 layers of plastic plus the plastic from the greenhouse. Now the geraniums, if you remember, I cut them all back, and I watered them like the amaryllis, maybe once every 3 weeks, just a little bit of water. But as soon as spring comes and things warm up, I start watering them normally, and they're taking off. So over here, we have some nice big ones. And we'll just turn around for a minute. Over here, more geraniums, and I have some cymbidiums that were flowering. I brought them in the house, but they decided to send up 2 more spikes, so I have that. Now, Maggie's looking for mice or something down there. I want to get you guys dizzy. So over here, these are all my tomato pots. So they're just dampened on the top, and the seeds are in there, and I'll be waiting. So these are all the brandywine, the bot seeds. Over here is my own brandywine seeds I saved. And then here is aromas and beefsteak in the back. I have beefsteak. So the next things I have to plant are the pots, and I get the pots ready early because it's easier. So I'm going to show you what I do. We get this all set up again over here. Okay. You might not see me. There we go. Nope, not quite. I have to loosen this a bit. I have a new thing, and I'm just getting used to it. There we go. There we go. Tighten everything up. Okay, so over here, I have all my pots. And what I did with these pots is I came out and I have a cutlery bin. As you can see, I have 2 of these. They're the greatest things. So I put my Pro Mix. It's just a cheaper that I get for starting seeds. And I add water until it's kind of, because you don't want to put them in your pots dry. You want some dampness. And I don't make my pies, but I do like it kind of, are you there? Damp. So I mix it all up, and then I fill the pots. So here's the pots all full. So what happens is here I have my peppers. Now this batch And this is what I do. Long red sweet peppers. So what I do is, these are ones I dried myself, how I told you. So I'm going to open that. Now look at those nice seeds. You can do this. Now I can't see, so, okay. So then what I do is I take a few seeds and I put them in the palm of my hand. And then I go to the pot, so we'll start at the back. And I like to kind of stir the pot around. And then I'll take my tweezers. There they are. There they are, just in time. So I'll take my tweezers and I'll put 3 seeds in, because these are nice, healthy, dried ones. 1, 2, 3. And as they come up, if I have too many in one pot, I will move one to another pot or just pinch it off. I like one strong, healthy one. So then what I do is I stir it around and press it down. And it'll get a misting. Oops. I have one of these mister bottles because our hoses are still frozen. It's still cold outside. So they'll get a misting. You don't want to overwater them when they're just seeds growing, because they'll just go to mildew and rot. So that was easy. There's 3 planted. And the same again. And this is how I did the tomatoes, all of them, except I do watch the dates that I do it. So I just take them, and tweezers are your ideal thing. So I just take one little seed, and I'm just poking them down a little way, maybe a ½ inch. So you don't have to watch me plant all of these, but I've done 2. I've done the back 2. So I'll be doing all them, and I have some other things. I'm going to plant some squash and some acorn and butternut, and I have some broccoli here, and just some things that I know like to be done a little bit early. So I think that's it for the greenhouse, and we'll head outside. I know you're there. I hope you're there. I hope this is working. There we go. I got a real good stand, but having trouble with the camera. Okay, let's head outside. So that's what's happening in the greenhouse. I love having a greenhouse, even if you can't keep them. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's just, this is all the plastic. It's hot in here, you guys. It's hot. There we go. There we go. This is the kind of day we're having. Ooh. It's just beautiful. It is beautiful. Peach trees starting to get buds. There's our new garden windows. Now you'll see a kind of tan board they put around when they put insulation and everything. They'll get painted white this year. So, wow, it's just beautiful. So over here you'll see Jack's got some stakes in the lawn, because that's where our shed is going to go. I should pull up the feet on this. I'm kind of driving them. See? So we got our tractor so we can haul all the bundles up. And there's the back of the eagle. Yes. Nice weather's coming. Nice weather's coming. So anyway, thanks for joining me. And we'll get back to you when seeds are coming up, or sooner. Bye for now.